Okay, I'd just like to thank everybody on here tonight. I know there's been a few technical glitches, but we're rocking and rolling now, and we're ready to talk to everybody about this wonderful, amazing company, biohacking company called LifeVantage. And for a lot of you, you may not have heard about this company, let alone nutrigenomics, the principles behind living a healthier, longer life, and what this company has been doing for not too long, but quite a long time, a good couple of decades. So we're all about people helping people on this earth, and we're sharing more and more about the company and how we've grown phenomenally after just word of mouth. We hope after tonight that everyone here sees and witnesses this information and these testimonies and these stories that we're about to share with such an open heart and an open mind, as you may want to get yourself started on something that's definitely revolutionized the health industry as a whole, let alone myself and my families and the people here tonight, some of the people here tonight that will share their blessings of these amazing products and this company and how it's changed their life. So we're proud to say we don't follow the status quo. We're pioneering science and nature given company that gives that ordinary person access to something that has multiple patents, publicly traded, proven, independent research. So we believe in this company. We're focused on that next level of health, and we'd like everybody to experience these the elite science of these products that, you know, back this company are only as good as the backing that the company is based on is the science. So please, we'd like to welcome Gabby, but I'm not sure if she actually jumped on then. I'll just double check. Is she on? Yes, she is. Unmute yourself, Gabby, if you can, on your phone.
Here I am.
Yay.
Hello.
Thanks. Jump on, and we're so pleased to have you. Gabby Crystal is such an amazing woman in the community. She's such a beautiful, friendly, bubbly person. I just remember feeling so honored to meet you the first time. You're just real. You're a real chick with aspirations, family qualities. You live in Dubbo, you're married with 3 kids. Yeah, just a real heartfelt, beautiful natured woman who's been great in all your jobs, but it's now looking for something from home that, and we'd like to hear more from you, Gabby. So I'll just leave it over to you.
Thank you for the kind words, Leah. And thank you for everyone joining tonight. Okay, so beginning of the year, I wasn't feeling too great within myself, you know, tired, run down, very stressed, and I just didn't like the way I looked and felt. And I was flicking through Facebook on holidays, actually, and I came across Katie Osborne's post about NRF2, and it happened to be about dementia, whereas I've lost 2 parents with dementia. So I decided to do some research. And I spoke to Katie a little bit about it, and I said, look, I'm not going to buy this product until I do some further research. And it's sort of, I would do anything to improve my health because, you know, having 2 parents die of this hideous disease, you do anything to prevent it. So I was interested in this famous yellow pill. And as I was doing the research, I'd found that it benefits basically everything. And I did a lot of research on inflammation on the body because I actually do a detox every year to reduce inflammation in my body. And it was just, I resonated with it. So 3 months ago, I decided to start the NRF2. And just recently, I have noticed some positive changes. The brain fog has lifted. My hip pain, honestly, I used to get out of bed, I felt like an 80-year-old. I couldn't hardly move. I had to stretch every single morning to get going. And I don't feel any hip pain anymore. And thanks to G's recommendation, I have changed because I said I wasn't sleeping the best. And she said, take it at night. And I actually slept well 3 nights last week. And that's amazing for me. Normally that's within 6 months. Anyway, so I am turning 50. So I've got another 2 months to go before I get the full potential of NRF2, and it may take a bit longer. So yes, and more importantly, the anxiety. I do suffer from a little bit of anxiety, and that's settled. So I don't feel as anxious. Yeah, I do feel better within myself, and I'm yet to see the full potential of NRF2, and I look forward to gaining more energy. And more importantly, I know what it's doing inside of me. It's keeping me healthy and strong. And I am a person, all my friends can back me up. I'm a person who will never take pharmaceutical medication because I've seen what it's done to my children. My mother. My mother, she ended up on a cocktail of medication. And when she became very ill, I actually took her off all her medication, and there was no change in her bloods, which I found very interesting. So that's my story, I guess.
That's awesome, Gabby. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing this opportunity with us. I'm really looking forward to going on this journey with you. I know you're not a salesperson. You're just here with your heart out, and you've got a story now that you want to share, and you're passionate about a product, and you'd like to work from home and improve other people's lives. So honestly, that's the best person to join this company. We're so grateful for all the friends you've brought along today, family and friends, and on this Zoom, and we just want you to all implore you to listen to more of our stories. But just a little bit about me. My story is that I came from a holistic background, and I grew up, effectively knowing what all the herbs were from a really young age, because my mum was pretty much an organic farmer, and very, again, away from pharmaceuticals, because she lost her mother at a very young age to cancer, and the doctors actually killed her with the wrong blood transfusion. But anyway, I had this very, you could say, alternative back then, but now I've come full circle, and it's so mainstream now to think of nutrition and how it affects your genes. So for me, it was like a light bulb moment finally, after I was very skeptical as well for a year. Even listening to Kim tell me about these products, I was busy. I was too busy to fill my mind up with what she was talking about. I was listening but not really hearing. So the best advice I've got for anyone on here is to really do the investigation. If you're still skeptical, give it a try. So yeah, I honestly have that many testimonies now. I could tell you 50 reasons why we'll never go off it. One of them is it's improved my whole family's, we've had anxiety, depression, really bad lungs that were irreparable and constantly needing medical attention and specialists, and nothing was working. So, without going to that though, I also really am passionate about prevention. So, fast forward, I'm here and I've met all these beautiful people, and I now work with them. I get to choose who I work with. Oh God, I'm never going back to work for somebody else. So this natural activator has changed our lives. It's not a supplement. It flips the switch in your body. It actually opens a pathway that makes you feel better and do more. The results are proven and backed by biology and science and many, many, many studies. So it's natural. That's another big bonus. All natural, no pharmaceuticals. We are constantly hijacked in our daily lives. So just so you know, why would you do this? Well, look at what we've got in our food and our water, our environment, our technology, our personal care items, pollution, sun damage, the rest of it. There's so much EMFs. They're so damaging. I think you can actually be exposed to at least 120 nasty chemicals before you leave the house to go to work in the morning. That's just 120. But there's on top of that, depends what you're using. Very, very toxic carcinogenic items that we carry around with us or drink or eat. It's in our water. So did you know that we actually had 85,000 chemicals since the age of the Industrial Revolution? That's incredible. That number is just so big, it's mind-blowing. that, you know, if you're on the chat here tonight, drop a 3 if you'd like to know more about this. If there's anything you're thinking that what's in your home, you'd like to know more about what chemical exposure you might be, might have, like really think about just your environment in the home, let alone outside the home. So you can do your best to eliminate these, but for the most part, it's simply just life in the 21st century. And all of this is dimming the lights on us. And I'll explain a bit more, because you can't live in a bubble. We can't actually avoid all of this environmental toxic, well, to a point you can go and get an expensive water filter for the filtration system for the house. You can start biohacking around your life, but it's only to a point. But what does it do to you? And as time goes on, we age young, but as time goes on, you get decreased immune system, brain fog, sluggishness, bad moods, lack of motivation, or increased stress. And you might think that fatigue is something that you should just put up with. I'm telling you right now, I was so fatigued. I was so stressed before. It's one of the biggest killers. I actually cannot day nap now if I try to. That's how hard it is for me to actually want to have a day nap. I just don't need it anymore. And I just simply take 2 pills a day, like 2 bottles of these tablets. And, you know, it's actually 3 pills a day. So no sleep, no energy, not time to heal emotionally, physically, exhausted. We've just got a simple solution for you guys. That's really the crux of it tonight. And what we're addressing with this company is 2 theories of aging: oxidative stress, mitochondrial decline. You know, we have attracted a lot of people into this business based on those 2 principles. This is not, you know, this is quite extraordinary that we've got neuroradiologists, pediatricians, cardiologists, OTs, chiropractors, nurses, nutritional therapists, you name it. And, you know, a few of them are on the call tonight. So that's really great. But the ordinary person, to be able to explore their own health with these theories of aging and to actually get it, you know, now from our company is phenomenal. You know, you can YouTube this, you can find out information on your own, and you can relate those theories of aging to any illness you'd like to find out if it is related or linked. We haven't found many yet that aren't. So if you'd like a brighter future with less worry and a peaceful existence, I have to tell you, the peace that I have, this picture always brings me back to my kids, because I'm constantly band-aiding them. But this is a solution that's not a band-aid solution. This is actually a root cause of our problems. But what I love about it is that science has actually discovered the ability for our genes that contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. And I love that if my kids, I was telling Gabby today, if they get a cut or a bruise or whatever it is, they literally, you know, are healing. I can see them healing so much faster, like overnight, pretty much. It's weird. The bruise comes out, and that's all my natural instincts, is that this is right for my kids and my family, and everybody should be on it. Your cells are healing. This is cellular health. If you could leverage these genes with just a flip of a switch, would you? So that's a big question. But don't you want to run around in the park with your kids and your grandkids, play golf, go gardening more, less joint pain, do the things you used to do in your early 20s? And I know you're thinking, this all sounds too good to be true, but it's true. You don't even get a hangover anymore. So I hope some of you are laughing in that. Put a 2 in the chat if you are. Scientists know
That's true. I can back that one up.
It's true. It's true. And I didn't believe it until I started taking it, and I was on it for, 4 months, and I was like, that's true. Scientists know we've already, have the first human that could live till they're 150. So we've just got to tweak things apparently, and they'll be living to their 1,000. No, thank you. But hey, it's possible. So so activation and nutrition are 2 things I'm very passionate about. All the people that decide to join this company are. It's just a no-brainer. Oxidative stress damages the integrity of your cell. It's your body's natural defense against antioxidants and viruses and everything. And unfortunately, the body's production of the antioxidants slows down over time. It's as simple as that. So what do we do about it? We obviously want to raise the quantity, but wouldn't you like to make your own? Have your body start flipping the switch to make their own antioxidants, millions and millions per second? You know, that's what Protandim NRF2 does. It's an NRF2 activated pathway. protein. It's a protein enzyme. It reduces oxidative stress in your body, and it increases glutathione by 300%. These are the master antioxidant regulators. And it also, it's very sciencey. I just don't want to go into it too much because it's just, you know, you'll be spinning. But basically, you want to get on these products to feel younger and live healthier. There are other reasons. It's not just glutathione, it's SOD and catalase. They've conducted tests on blood analysis. It does reduce by 40% in 30 days oxidative stress till you maintain, and then you start maintaining natural healthy levels. After 3 months, there's 90%. So it's decreasing the damage to the majority of your 37 trillion cells because your cells start making their own, like I said. Lots of books on this, guys, lots of medical books on this. But basically, the 5 Ayurvedic herbs are turmeric, green tea, bacopa, milk thistle, and ashwagandha. Now, turmeric's great as an anti-inflammatory. Green tea is the best antioxidant you could ever take. Milk thistle is an awesome liver cleanser. Bacopa is great for the brain, and ashwagandha is amazing for the adrenals. So, and each of those components, there's another 20 things that they each would do for your body. Put together, though, in a specific combination, and this was studied for years, like decades, and 2,800 different combinations later, we came up with Protandim. A doctor came up with Protandim. The science that occurred so that the pathway activation could actually take place was a pretty big day. So you cannot buy these yourself, and you can't mix it and do the same thing. It's just impossible. NRF2 will lower that oxidative stress and put your body in a homeostatic state to work towards healing itself. And it works on the parts of your body that it needs to first. Like we were saying, there's a little graph here. So it just shows the sum of the ingredients there. But Protandim is 1,800 times more effective at increasing that. And as a formula, we have 7 patents on Protandim, and yeah, it's proven. So it's an awesome cellular activator, and now you can take it and buy it for yourself and your pets. So we'll show you a testimony soon. The biggest thing you should take home today is Washington State University's study on NRF2 activation. They came to us to look at and study these products. And NRF2 is likely to be, this is just a snippet out of a full study that we could send you. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach into the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health and medicine. Now that we're talking stents in arteries and penicillin, it's very therapeutic. I'm really impressed by this graph because this is like a way of saying LifeVantage and how we've approached our studies has been amazing. This is your antioxidant production, and this is your age. So if you look at the graph now, you slowly decrease, as we mentioned, in antioxidant production, right? Everyone says eat blueberries. Well, you can't eat 5 kilograms of blueberries every day like it would mean to take 1 Protandim NRF2 tablet every day. You couldn't afford to do that, let alone, you know, digest it properly. So this is what happens when you slowly decline and you do nothing about your antioxidant production and your SOD and glutathione, like that chemical, biological, molecular science inside your body that's taking place with taking Protandim. And if you do take Protandim, the study showed after 4 months, the period that NRF2 was this patented formula could tell no difference in the age and the bloods of an 80-year-old to a 20-year-old. So, you know, drop a 1 in the chat if you think that's phenomenal and amazing. For me, I just want clean, clear blood, like as much as possible to get me feeling younger and then drop dead later. So it's a perfect protection against harm. It's not to say we can't cure, treat, mitigate any disease, of course, but we have science to, you know, do the best for your body now. And it's an amazing time to be alive. These are the journals that have come out with all the study and research on NRF2 activation. Take a look, Google it, go to PubMed, jump on Google Scholar, type in go onto PubMed and just type in Protandim. The product is called Protandim because it works proactively in tandem together. So type it in and you'll see our 32 peer-reviewed PubMed studies. There are some independents there as well. So, you know, you can see there the role of NRF2 in attenuation of cardiovascular disease. And then, you know, scan through it, read the conclusion for yourself. Once you're interested in a particular disease or illness, just type the words in NRF2 and, or protandim, or oxidative stress, or mitochondrial dysfunction. That's the next theory. So we began to look at the switches for mitochondrial health and activity. So we didn't just stop with oxidative stress. We thought, let's look at this cell and just like really focus on what else would make us healthy. So we found that the mitochondrial health was very important because it declines as well over time. It reduces your power, and it's very important for energy. And we're constantly trying to fix, you know, our drive and motivation and our brain and everything together in unison. So this is the body's production of mitochondria that slows over time, and it can increase by the pathway. There's a biogenesis pathway, and can increase by 70%. So that's the NRF1 activator. This is a synergy approach. You can start just with the NRF2, but the synergy of NRF1 pathway activation is phenomenal as well. It has 5 different ingredients: acetyl-carnitine, quercetin, alpha-lipoic acid, grapeseed extract. You may have actually know coenzyme Q10 and heard about it. It's all natural, and it doesn't get enough glory because NRF1 is phenomenal for neurological and just for your brain and your heart health. It solves a lot of problems by switching this pathway on together with oxidative stress, because otherwise you do end up replicating more and more dysfunctional mitochondria, and it just ends up you not being able to function properly. Just Google mitochondrial dysfunction. That's something I love to tell people to do, because without putting the fear of God in you, it's something you just wouldn't want. Activating the NRF2 genes restores and repairs your mitochondria. So yeah, like we said, it does that with 70% of your cell's mitochondria. So what happens in the cell when you flip all these switches at the same time? You start working again. Your organs, your eyes, your hair, your skin, you start feeling alive. Like it's loading the fireplace with healthy, heavy logs after you've cleaned all the soot and the ash out, or taking your car to the auto electrician. And not, you know, this is what you're doing to your body. You're forgetting to service. If you don't service your body, it's like not servicing a car ever. It's not going to give you back what you need to function properly. So enough about flipping the switch that way, but what will it do for you? What does this mean to you? We've already expressed the positive moods and the changes, the supporting your healthy longevity, great for heart health, mental focus, concentration, boosting your physical energy, and also your muscular recovery after a lot of sport. But reducing inflammation is really key here. There's been a lot of studies. There's Dr. Maniscalco. There's lots of cardiologists in this company that believe they had 100% change in inflammatory markers with 100% of their patients. So please also look up Dr. Sanjay Gupta. I know I'm giving you a lot of information, but if you do want to know anything else, reach out, because the American Heart Association endorsed this. And I am so passionate about the dual synergizer together. They do really work great. We don't have a hell of a lot of products. We just have a really simple line, a really simple range, but together with our gut health, I can't tell you how good it is to have a good probiotic. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars off buying shop-bought probiotics to no avail, really. Like, they were useless. Your digestive juices will eat the good strains of bacteria within 5 minutes. Our probiotic is phenomenal because it's actually like the technology of this company, and it's pioneering. 52 minutes for the capsule to dissolve, so it gets to the lower intestines where it really is needed. So yeah, amazing. You can travel with this. It doesn't need to go in the fridge. It's got beta glucan for immunity. We do have just launched in Australia the omegas, and we had for a limited time our True Science. We do still True Science refining mask, which is all natural. Our omegas are brilliant. People just don't have enough vitamin D. If you ever did a test on yourself, it wouldn't matter. My husband was in the sun all the time. His vitamin D was so low. Yeah, it just goes to show that a good quality omega and how important it is for the brain and the heart is essential. And this one can be traced from the fish to the bottle, like from the boat to the bottle, and it's good sourced cod marine Norwegian fish oil. So enough about products. The stories are better. Stories sell, facts tell. So when you share this, I just want to share a quick video. There's plenty of these. We honestly could talk testimonials till the cows come home. But this man, he's a good friend of Granya's, and his dad had a really good story. And only a month and a bit after being on our products, he started losing weight, improving his movements and his joints. He could move healthier. You can see there how he was walking, how he looked at when he was sitting down all the time. And then, you know, a month and a half later, how you can just see the mobility and the change with less pain. Brilliant stuff, I can tell you, because I'm riddled with scoliosis. So there on the right, just a different man, you know, enjoying life with his family, got his animals. And animals are great. I love our animal testimonials. There's no placebo. They're not going to lie. They're going to tell you they feel bad one day or not the next. So this horse looks like poor pony was riddled with arthritic conditions or laminitis. And they seriously suffer the same conditions as humans. They might have a different name, but we're all mammals. So these herbs work to activate them just like it does with humans. And I find it mind blowing that horse 60 days later, 1 pill a day. I mean, yes, it takes time. We're not band-aiding, but look at the life that pony's got now. And, you know, we know people like this that were suffering like this. So why would you? If you didn't have to, it's just phenomenal. It's like, looks like a new horse, but it is the same one. And that's all from 1 pill. So, you know, we've got millions of stories. This dog was left on the street, basically, you know, taken in, looked after with Nerve 2 activation, younger than ever. And I can only tell you by just introducing you quickly to Una Colossi from Sunshine Coast, who has just gone looking younger and younger and younger. Honestly, Una, I saw you the other night and I saw your picture of you. You're at the 2018 Gold Coast event with Charlotte. You look younger now than you did back then. So I just would love you to jump on and say a few things.
Oh, thanks so much, Leah. And thanks so much, Gabby, for having me on here tonight. You will have to excuse me. I'm not long in from work, but I really would just love to share with everybody my experience of like just over 5 years ago, I was introduced to these products and to LifeVantage. And at that time, I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't looking for a product. I wasn't looking for a business. I was happily like a 55-year-old nurse, you know, had been in nursing for 36 years, 37 years at that time. And, you know, I thought it was really, you know, obvious that, you know, I was working 2 very high powered, stressful jobs at that time. And I thought it was normal to be feeling, you know, tired, have aches and pains, etc. But I actually felt that at that time, I was probably one of the healthiest version of myself because I had been on some other products. But if you do look at the second picture there, you can see that it's a very different picture that picture tells you. So when I was introduced to the products and to the business, I was introduced by, you know, one of my best friends, Grania, and I trusted her completely. And she just said, please just look at it. And I was like, I'm not really interested. And she's like, but your passion is for helping people. And you know, after now 41 years in nursing, my passion is for helping people. I wouldn't have stayed in this job, you know, for that length of time, only for that. And, you know, what she said was, you know, we have the science to back the products. And I was like, okay, show me the science. So when she showed me the science, and we have got like now 31 peer-reviewed studies, independent peer-reviewed studies from major universities, you know, in the States. And we have a product that's unique, it's natural, it's affordable, again backed by that science with a publicly traded company. Because I was like, you know, there's a little bit here, you know, I'm Irish, I'm very traditional, I'm a nurse, I don't know anything about network marketing. And that probably for me was the biggest thing. So if you're on here tonight and you have got some skepticism about network marketing and the products, you need to actually research a little bit more, because it took me a little bit of time to understand that. You know, we actually have got the best products that are science backed that can change people's lives. So if you're not excited on this call tonight, you should be excited, because as Gabby said, she had some health concerns with her family. I had, again, some health concerns that, you know, one of my parents died from. And if you understand what this is tonight, we're talking about activation. We're not talking about supplementing. It's very, very different. So you're talking about being able to up-regulate those good genes in your system and down-regulate those bad genes that cause members of my family to have some health concerns. You need to listen. And you need to be super excited. And even 5 years on, I get goosebumps from knowing that what nobody else knows about, nobody, like 0.000% of the global population know about LifeVantage and these products. So you need to be really, really excited. And you need to understand that the caliber of the people and the caliber of the company that are promoting these products are, like, as Leah said, cardiologists, neuroradiologists, nurses, chiropractors, van drivers, cleaners. Anybody can do this. All you need to do is to have a heart sense of helping people. So I'm going to finish with that, because I could go on forever on this, but I strongly really would encourage you just to take on board that this is something that can change not just your life, but the life of your family and everybody else around you. Thanks, Leah.
Thanks, Una. That was brilliant. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah. So Kim, I'd love to introduce Kim Colling from Newcastle, who introduced me to the products. And yes, I was naughty and I didn't listen for a year. Kim, I can't tell you how I laugh now that I thought I didn't need these products. So thank you for introducing me, and take it away.
Hi there. So yeah, I'm Kim Colling from Newcastle, and yes, I did NAGO for about a year, and it was only when I eventually said her daughter was really, really sick, and I said, Leah, just take these home and put them in your daughter. And then she went, okay, send me some information. And then she went, I'm all in, I'm doing the business. I was like, right, okay. I'm thinking, rather than go through all the slides now quickly, because we've just heard from Una and she shared a lot of the amazing points about this business. There's a few of us who are really excited about these products, because it was probably 5 years ago now that we got the opportunity to reintroduce them into Australia. And we've got Grania on here as well. She's actually one of our top leaders in Australia, and she's in New Zealand at the moment, passionately sharing about these products. So I thought I might just hijack the standard presentation and just ask Grania to just share a few minutes on why she's so excited about these products, what she's doing over there in New Zealand, and then I'll just sort of wrap it up afterwards with anything the girls are saying. Hope that's okay, Leah.
Go for it.
Go, Grania.
Hi everyone.
I'm trying to find her to put up there.
Can you find me?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, well, I'm in bed in the hotel room because we got up at stupid o'clock this morning to get on a plane. And so look, I was the crazy Irish one that got onto Una 5 years ago and said, Una, we're doing this business, send me your credit card. But I knew she'd give me a hard time about the science. And I had done my research on the science. But to give you a small background, I am not in health and wellness, even though I was passionate about it. I'm a traditional business owner. So me and my husband, I've always owned traditional businesses. I've owned a recruitment agency in Sydney for 8 years. And then for the past nearly 20 years, me and my husband own a denture clinic. Not the sexiest industry, the false teeth industry, but I was working in that with him, and I literally found I enjoy working. But I've just found as my kids were getting older, I started to dread school holidays, because it was the beg and borrow. I would beg people to have my kids on the days that I couldn't get out of work, and then I would borrow their kids back to kind of pay them back. And I just felt I had no time, and I wanted time and flexibility. It wasn't even the money side of it. It definitely for me was to have that time freedom and to have a bit more purpose with my life, because my husband got to change people's smiles every day, but I just got to take their smile away, because I was the one saying, right, and the bill is, and I was doing the bill part, and I wanted to impact people's lives. And this has fully fulfilled me in that in 5 years, I have impacted, as all of us on here have impacted thousands of people's lives, whether it's with these phenomenal products or whether it's helping people to create residual income, which is enabling mums to stay at home, pensioners. I've got pensioners now that have extra money at the end of the week for their grandkids, for, you know, they're dreaming again. They've been able to get themselves out of debt. Stay at home moms, like my cousin in Ireland was desperate to stay at home and be with her kids, and now she is, you know. So the satisfaction of being able to teach people business and know that you can have a multi-million-dollar business from your mobile phone that you can do at the side of the soccer pitch, as well as at the side of you know, in the queue at Woolies. And that's what we do. But, you know, more than anything, you know, for me, I have a heart for giving. And I think a lot of people do, but they just don't have a lot of cash at the end of the month to be able to do that. And just this week, I was able to put solar panels in an orphanage in Africa. And um, he just sent me all the photos, and it was really cool. But this morning, and I've been dealing with this orphanage for 4 years, he sent me an SOS, and he doesn't normally do this, so I knew it was pretty important. And he said, we've got a 10-year-old girl that's suffering from HIV that's just been brought in here, and there's no drugs for her, and she's literally only got a few days left to live if we don't get these drugs from a private hospital. Would you be able to fund 400 US to be able to get her over to the hospital today? And instantly I was able to PayPal that. Now, I didn't need to ask my husband. I didn't need to check our bank account to see if I was able to do that. I just did it straight away. And he just came back and went, you know, praise God, I can't believe that you did that immediately. But that's what you're able to do. It's my own money. I can do what I want with it. So it just gives you that flexibility to have just choices out there. And the company is phenomenal. I did all the research. They're NASDAQ listed. They've been around for 20 years. I know the corporate team really, really well. The board of directors, you know, we've got Amazon, we've got Coca-Cola, we've got Erin Brockovich, you know, we've got an incredible board of directors, and it's something that is a legacy business. So you will create a legacy business from this, and it's low entry cost. My husband and my business cost us nearly $1 million. We were in debt doing his denture clinic. This is something that didn't even cost the price of a website, and you get all the products for it. So to me, it's a no-brainer. So today we're over in New Zealand I'm here with an anaesthetist who definitely didn't need the money. And she just opened New Zealand because she was so passionate about these products. So we're doing just a big workshop tomorrow just to help people after COVID and things like that, just to get back into, you know, why they're doing this and the difference we can make in the world. And we're just bringing all the distributors together and looking at launching New Zealand like we did it, but now we're doing it properly because we haven't been here for 15 months. So it's it's very, very exciting being with some of the team today, just hearing their stories, and they've all just got beautiful hearts. So yeah, super excited to make a difference in the world of New Zealand. And I'm really excited for all of you that are on here that get the opportunity to hear now about these products.
Thanks so much, Grania. So I'll just, I didn't share about in my intros, I'm actually an accountant by day, and this is kind of my side gig, but I'm so passionate about preventative health. So the products just totally align with that, because I want to give myself and my family the best chance to stay as healthy as we can. And then I'm also an entrepreneur, and I don't like being tied to the 9-to-5 day job for the rest of my life. So I was looking for a business. So you can see how passionate we all are about this company, how it does tick all the boxes. Una's said a lot about that, so is Grania. And, you know, for me, this is my family. I mean, I'm so inspired again, just listening to everyone tonight. You know, if you're looking for somewhere to belong, somewhere where you can make an impact, you know, I didn't know Cherie, I didn't know Gabby until tonight. And we all become part of this big family, and we support each other, and we get to hang out on calls, and we get to hang out in person. It's just so much fun, and you do get to impact people's lives. You know, if the 6 of us hadn't relaunched this 5 years ago, you know, we wouldn't have met all these people that are on the Zoom tonight, and we wouldn't have impacted, like they said, thousands and thousands of lives with their health. And, you know, anytime I sort of feel like I'm just too busy for this or anything like that, you know, you just can't stop sharing about these products, because it changes people's lives. And you just can't, you know, if we don't tell people about it, if no one told you about these products tonight, you wouldn't know they existed, and you wouldn't have the opportunity to choose to take them or choose not to take them. And they literally could change your life. As Leah said, there's so many testimonies. There's people that should be dead that are still alive, and a lot of it we can't share exact details because of compliance, but there's so many amazing stories. So if you've got any questions about the business side, or you want to know more, please let us know. We can share and share and share and share. If you want to know more about the products, just ask Gabby, ask Leah, ask Sheree, myself. You know, if you're thinking about the business side and you're wondering, is this something I could do? I mean, maybe you just got on here to learn about the products, and that's fantastic. We love our customers. You literally can just set up an online shopping account, order your products, they ship to your door, no pressure. You're not even involved in the business. But if something any of us have said tonight resonates with you, and you think maybe you want to explore the business side, yes, you can do this. I mean, you've got Grania, who's crazy Irish woman. You've got Una, who's a nurse. You've got me, who's an accountant. So many different personalities. You've got Leah, who's an amazing, flamboyant marketing, now mum, stay-at-home mum. She gets to live the dream and not have to go to the day job. You know, there's so many different people in here who are doing it because we've got such an easy system to follow. We've got the support of the whole team. Helping us do it, showing us what to do. We've got an amazing company with a lot of credibility behind it. As Grania was saying, we know all the corporate staff. We've worked with them for years. And we've got everything you need. You literally just need to go, yep, I'm in, and we teach you what to do. So I guess the question is, you know, did you want to become a customer? If yes, talk to us. Let's get your products ordered. Did you want to join us and come and play along with us in the business? And yeah, come and join us and let us know. And, you know, if none of that's for you, that's okay too. Do you know anybody who needs these products that you can, you know, give us the referrals for? You know, give Gabby the referrals of anyone you know who really needs these products. It could totally change their lives. Or if you do come across someone who's struggling and looking for that perfect business opportunity where they can work from home, where they can earn a part-time bit of pocket money, full-time money, or crazy time money, just refer them on. So conscious of time, so I might just wrap it up there or hand back to Leah to sort of close it off. So thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Grania. Thank you, Una and Sheree and Gabby and all the people and Katie that have come on tonight. We're so honoured to work with you all, but we're also honoured to meet your friends and try and help more people in this world. We have a big mission. There's a lot of people to get this word out to, and we need your help. So thank you for being here tonight.